Hello and welcome back to the Cypress workshop, and today I would like to prepare a Prettier RC for automatically code formatting and prepare page object model for our tests. So click on source control and let's create new branch for these changes. So view git graph, okay, here click on create new branch. Let's write here feature page object. Checkout. It means that we automatically change the branch and create this branch. So we will see that we automatically change this branch. Let's create new file, Prettier RC, enter, and have prepared notes from documentation. Pasted these settings for our automatically code formatting, save it. So after we need to go to package.json and we'll see that we have only installed dependencies Cypress. We need to install Prettier, install Prettier. So I forget to write npm install Prettier, enter. So it's installed. So based on documentation, after installing Prettier, we need to write this command in the terminal. It means that now it automatically format our code in our tests. So enter. So we can see that automatically Prettier formatted these files. We can see that code looks good and formatted based our settings. So for example, go to the login tests, add some spaces to our code, save it, login tests, and try run again this command, Prettier write, and it will be changed automatically, this code. So it's very useful tool for following some rules in your code. So the next step will be to install Typescript for our Cypress tests. Typescript offers several benefits, enhances our testing process and overall code quality. It has some benefits such as static typing, improved auto-completion, better code manageability, enhanced refactoring, and others. So let's start to install Typescript to our package.json. After, we need to create new file. It's called the sconfig. We can here to prepare some settings for our Typescript. Based on documentation, I paste here some settings. So let's install Cucumber. For that, we need to go to the config file and rename it this extension from JS to TS Typescript. After, go to the package.json and let's install first dependency, Cucumber preprocessor. I'm doing that based on documentation. I will provide the links in notes. So after, we need to install other dependency as build preprocessor. So it's installed. Go to the Cypress config and I paste configurations here, and I imported these dependencies to our configuration file. And I can set here that spec pattern will be this. It means that our configuration file or Cypress test can ring these features extensions. So after we can add in Cypress config.s more configurations globally for our project. For example, viewport. Opposite writing this line or code for each test, we can comment it after delete it. We can configure in configuration file here. Save it. After I would like to change opposite feature extension to test extension, rename it here. Typescript, yes. So I can delete it here, this viewport, save it, open terminal, open Cypress, and let's check that is working correctly. Cypress is opening, click on end-to-end testing. I have some error here, so I think that it's some problems here in test config. Let's fix it. Based on information from internet, I would like to add a new line here, save it. Try again. So it's working. Choose any browser. So it's saying that no specs found, that I have a feature extension in configuration file is not true. Let's check. I have here Typescript, but I'm not save it. I save it. So Cypress is updated. Yes, we can see login Typescript here, tests. Click on that and let's see. So we can see that this viewport is setting correctly, it is working. So the username and password could be verified. Okay. So it looks like that Powerbank website have some issues, maybe some deployment. So resolve it. Let's resolve it after in the future, and let's create a page object model for our test. So let's create a page object folder. Username page object. Let's create a new file like a base page .typescript. Let's copy here export default class base page. It's a main page. It's a page of like a parent of all others pages. We can add here some open methods, set cookie methods, methods, for example login. So let's create second page, register page. Register page will contain all locators and methods regarding register page. So I have prepared here import from base page. I add here export default class register page name extends. It means register page can use all locators and methods from base page. So let's start for for base page. Let's check what we have here. For example, say visit. We can copy it, paste it here, and we need to prepare first method open. Say visit. So we have first class, first method. I would like to formatting it. So it's all good. So I would like to add comment here that is methods and locators. So for login, for example, I can use here open method. For that I need to add here import register page or base page, will be correctly base page from, let's copy this path, registration. No, we don't need registration, we need page object, register page, base page. After we need to prepare const variable, will be named base page. New base page. So after I can delete this line and use this one. Page dot and Cypress offer for us available method from this page, and it should be work. Let's check it. If page is opened, it means that it works correctly and we can continue with others methods and locators. I click login. So I can see we visit this website. So nice, it works. After, what we can do, for example, I can copy this code as an example. Here in methods, we can add method login. For example, this code, copy here, and I would like to get or add here some parameters. For example, we have here in a login username and password. So let's copy login method, go here, delete these lines, login, base page dot login. It's available, this method, and in parameters we can add our email and password. This one, email and password. So we have already added these parameters and we can use it here in the methods. Every time we can log in with some random username and password. So I save it and let's check. Start in Chrome. Run this login test. And we can see that this code is working. So open. So in this input we add this data, in password we add this data and click on login. So we can enhance our code here in base page. For example, we can add locators. So let's try username. Let's prepare locator username input. Return this. We can copy this locator and opposite username write password. Copy this locator, input value login, copy it, login button. We can write here beta n, and here opposite this code let's write this dot username input. Here the same, this password input. And opposite password input, let's write it login button. Save it, and we can see that it is working correctly. And we enhance our code here in the base page, and we enhance our code here in login class, in login test. So let's create the same for registration. I'll have already started, and I would like after to show you the result of these methods and locators. I have prepared method here. Let's copy this imports here. Opposite register page, let's give name register page. Opposite base page, register page. And after I will show you the result. So I have prepared register page. Here's locators. Here this register method, which I will use here in the registration test. So I have a call register page, and I can choose register method, and I can add here parameters as a email and password, username and password. So I would like to rename it to email. It will be correctly. So I would like to format the code via Prettier. We can see that it looks good and format it. Let's open the save it and open. So once again, yes, it's formatted. Save it in the terminal, open Cypress, and let's verify that register method is working. Cypress is opening. Click on end-to-end, opening in Chrome. Let's run registration test. So I see that I'm not using in registration test open method. Registration tests. So register page, and available for me will be all methods from base page and registration page. I need to open, save it. So, and now we can see that I am able to go to this page, and I see some problem here that it's not able to click on register button. So I clicked failed because the page updated as a result of this command. Let's check the tests. So register button, click. Yeah, I see. I delete click here. Yeah, it's working. So, and repeated password is not available. So Cypress is not able to find this selector. Let's to find the problem and resolve it. Repeated password, it's here. This is selector. Type password, repeated password input. For these cases, I would like to go here, inspect the page, and let's find this selector. So it's finding only here in Cypress. Repeated password. One more time. Repeated password, ID, input. Go to the code. I see. This is a problem. Nice. It's register. So today on this lesson we go through Prettier. We installed Prettier. We installed Typescript. We installed some plugins and dependencies for Cucumber, and we have prepared page object for our tests, and now it looks like here. Open methods, register methods, login methods. So thank you all. Bye bye.